Right. So, hello all. In the previous video, we discussed the writ jurisdiction and original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Now we will see the appellate jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. What is the meaning of appellate jurisdiction? Appellate jurisdiction means the extent of power of the Supreme Court with respect to the appeals. It is called appellate jurisdiction. And Supreme Court is known as the highest court of appeal, and Supreme Court hears appeals against the judgments of the lower courts. That means if the aggrieved persons or the affected person is not satisfied with the judgments given by the or delivered by the lower courts, he can appeal to the Supreme Court, which is the highest court of appeal in India. Okay, then this appellate jurisdiction has the following matters. That means under these matters are dealt under the appellate jurisdiction. They are appeals in constitutional matters, appeals in civil matters, and appeals in criminal matters, and appeals by special leave. So all these four comes under the appellate jurisdiction. Okay, right. That means the matters related to these aspects come under appellate jurisdiction. The matters related to federal disputes come under exclusive original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. And the matters related to fundamental rights come under writ jurisdiction. And matters related to constitution, criminal issues, civil issues, and appeals by special leave comes under appellate jurisdiction. I think you understood the essence of all these jurisdictions, right? Then constitutional matters. So under constitutional matters, how an appeal can be made to the Supreme Court? So that is the question here. Okay, an appeal can be made against the judgment of a high court with respect to constitutional matters. Okay, an appeal can be made against the judgment of a high court if the high court certifies that the case involves a substantial question of law and that requires the interpretation of the constitution. Meaning, okay, before going to the explanation, I would like to explain the meaning of substantial question of law. What is the meaning of substantial question of law? Substantial question of law means a question of law must be debatable and not previously settled by the law of the land. That means there are no precedents or there are no previous judgments regarding a particular issue. That is called substantial question of law, right? So a question of law must be debatable, not previously settled by the law of the land, or a question of law on which there is great divergence of judicial opinion. As we know that Supreme Court is the final interpreter of the Constitution. So if there are any questions like this, questions like great divergence of judicial opinion, okay, in such type of questions, the High Court refer the cases to the Supreme Court. That means the appellant can move to the Supreme Court with respect to the constitutional matters only after getting certified by the Supreme Court. That means without the certification of the Supreme Court, the affected person without the certification from the High Court, the aggrieved person cannot move to the Supreme Court. Of course, there are few other channels where without the certification of High Court, the aggrieved person can move to the Supreme Court. Okay, we will discuss in a few minutes about those channels, right? For time being, to appeal constitutional matters in the Supreme Court, the aggrieved person must need certification from the high courts. Okay, right. Then what are the grounds for asking High Court to certify the case to appeal in the Supreme Court? The grounds are the question has been wrongly decided. Okay, if the question has been wrongly decided, then that will be the ground to appeal for the Supreme Court. So dear students, are you able to follow? Right. So under constitutional matters, the prior certification of the High Court is necessary to appeal in the Supreme Court, right? And next, civil matters. Appellate jurisdiction under civil matters. So whose appellate jurisdiction we are discussing about? We are discussing about the appellate jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. That means the extent of power with respect to appeals of the Supreme Court is called appellate jurisdiction. We have seen the powers of the Supreme Court in the matters of constitutional matters. Now the powers of the Supreme Court in civil issues, appeals with respect to civil issues. Okay, so an appeal can be made with respect to civil matters if the High Court certifies that the case involves a substantial question of law of general importance. What is the meaning of this general importance? The decision of which is likely to affect a large section of the public. Okay, then that the question needs to be decided by the Supreme Court. So okay, if a High Court feels that in a civil matter, if there is a substantial question of law of general importance, then High Court will certify the case to be appealed in the Supreme Court. Okay, right. Next, criminal matters. Appellate jurisdiction of the Supreme Court under criminal matters. Okay, so an appeal can be filed against the judgment of a High Court in a criminal proceedings if the High Court has on appeal. That means if High Court has on appeal reversed an order of acquittal of an accused person and sentenced him to life or 10 years. What is the meaning? Here the point is, if the High Court has on appeal reversed an order of acquittal of an accused person and sentenced him to life imprisonment and 10 years or 10 years, then such cases can be, such judgments can be appealed in the Supreme Court. Or second case, if the High Court has taken the case by itself from its subordinate court and convicted the accused person and sentenced him to life or 10 years imprisonment, in such type of judgments also the affected party can file an appeal in the Supreme Court. So here you have to notice one thing, that is, under these two scenarios, certification from the High Court is not needed. That means if these two judgments can be appealed in the Supreme Court as a matter of right, because here the order of acquittal is being cancelled by the High Court because of an appeal. In the second case, High Court involves voluntarily and change the order of acquittal into conviction. Then under these two conditions, the aggrieved party can move to the Supreme Court as a matter of right without the certification from High Court. Okay, right. And the third one, if the High Court certifies that the case is fit one for appeal to the Supreme Court, then only the criminal matters can be appealed in the Supreme Court. Right? Yes. If the High Court has reversed the order of conviction and has ordered the acquittal of accused, there is no right to appeal to the Supreme Court. I think no person will go to the Supreme Court if he has got acquittal order from the High Court, right? Yes. And next one is appeal by special leave. What is the meaning of appeal by special leave? See, certification from High Court is needed with respect to constitutional matters, with respect to civil matters, and with respect to criminal matters. If the person, if a aggrieved person or an affected party, if an aggrieved party hasn't been given a certification to appeal in the Supreme Court, then the person concerned can directly move to the Supreme Court and plead an acceptance to appeal against the judgment of the High Court. I think you got the point. Here the point is, the affected party or the person concerned can move to the Supreme Court, though he or she doesn't have any certification from the High Court to appeal against the judgment of High Court concerned. The Supreme Court can consider the case. That is called appeal by special leave. However, this power is discretionary. This power is discretionary of the Supreme Court, or Supreme Court acts according to its discretion. So it cannot be claimed as a matter of right. That is my point. Okay? Meaning, the Supreme Court can grant appeal. That means if High Courts or if the High Courts concerned hasn't granted the appeal, the Supreme Court can grant. Okay? From any judgment in any matter, whether it is a civil, criminal, constitutional, whatnot, in any matter, okay, passed by any court or tribunal in the country except military courts. That means the judgments passed by the military courts cannot be appealed in the Supreme Court, because Supreme Court hasn't been given jurisdiction in this aspect. Except the judgments of the military court, remaining all judgments of the courts and the tribunals can be appealed in the Supreme Court for complete justice. Right? And of course, as I said, this appeal by special leave is discretionary power and hence cannot be claimed as a matter of right. Okay? It can be granted in any judgment, whether final or interlocutory. Interlocutory means in the middle of a trial process. Okay? It may be related to any matter, as I said. It can be granted against any court or tribunal except military court. Okay, dear students, I hope you understood the meaning of appeal by special leave. Appeal by special leave means if an aggrieved party or a person concerned does not get a certification to appeal against the judgment in the Supreme Court, then the person concerned can move to the Supreme Court and ask for a approval to appeal against the judgment of the High Courts concerned. Okay? If you have any doubts, please let me know. Please post your doubts and send it to my email. Okay? Right. Okay. In the next video, we are going to discuss the advisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court and Court of Records.